You know what we actually can do while we're here? I was going to go on a bit of an expedition for... I'm not close to that, am I? I was going to do an expedition for sea charts, but actually, I think it would be far more interesting, perhaps. We're at the Forsaken Fortress, and we've got bombs. We can break in now. I can take on Phantom Ganon, at least see what he drops. And I think there are other chests around there that I can potentially get at. Obviously, I can't fight the Helmrock King without... Or I can't really get that far into it without the Skull Hammer. But I can at least get the chest that would be the Skull Hammer from killing Phantom Ganon, so that's an option. Yeah, fuck it, let's go and do that. That'll be a bit of a finish to the section rather than starting off Dragon Roost. That's incredible, actually. That's exactly what I wanted. Cool, I can go ahead and fucking do Forsaken Fortress then in that case. I don't think there's much that stops me. I might potentially need the Deku... No, I don't need the Deku Leaf at any point. Cool, let's just straight up do Forsaken Fortress then. There's a fair few chests around there as well, so that'd be pretty handy. This has worked out really well, this game. I have generally got shit when I've needed it. Which is really interesting and genuinely good. I've really enjoyed this so far. It's just a completely different way of doing this thing. And now we get the complete sudden and instant night as we approach Forsaken Fortress. Yep. And I'm guessing this is... Obviously, it's not going to be the stealth edition because I've got a sword and stuff like that, so... where's the way in? There's the way in. Right, let's crack in. Even though this is particularly amusing because I am Ganondorf. Cool, in we go. Ah! Dude, you're shooting at your master! That's not on. Right then. So, in the first instance, we need to take on Phantom Ganon. We don't technically need to, but we do have the Skull Hammer, so... but we do have... He does guard a chest, I mean, even. Is he going to be a weird colour? Oh my god, he's mouldy! He's yellow. Right, okay, let's do this then. Let's play the deadly tennis game of tennis with Phantom Ganon. I think he should go a bit faster as well because I've got the Master... Actually, no. I think you already have the Master Sword at this point. Because this is after Hyrule, technically, that you do this. Because you're coming to take on Ganondorf. He's not doing the deadly tennis game of tennis a lot, but I'm kind of okay with that. Why is he spawning down here? Well, okay, we don't need to do the deadly tennis game of tennis, apparently. Cool. I'm alright with that. He does do that laugh a lot. Too much, arguably. Oh, we actually may have needed that to open up as well. Obviously, I don't have the compass here, so I need to think about where the chests here actually are, but... Because there are a couple of other ones. Because there's one by the jail and stuff like that, so... Oh, by heaps, fuck off. Oh! A piece of art that makes the container. That's pretty good, actually. Right. Now let's just pretend I got the Skull Hammer here, like this is a normal run. So... Where to go? What to do? There's no small keys needed here, so I can actually pretty much explore this dungeon in its entirety, which is pretty good. Obviously, I can't get captured by the things necessarily, so I'm going to go back and... Oh, I think I do need the Deku Leaf to, like, glide across one of these bloody things. Ugh. Well, maybe that stops me getting a chest rather than actually getting up to the Helmrock King. Because this dude's guarding a chest, and this we can just get. Yeah, to get across this hole, I'm pretty sure we need a Deku Leaf. Oh, can I jump onto there? I probably can, actually. Come to think of it. Well, let's grab that. This game's great. It's literally just listening to what I say. Cool, that opens up a lot of other shit as well. Brilliant. Right, let's go over here. So that opens up at least a lot of Forbidden Woods is now open. Obviously, we don't have keys or boomerang necessarily for there, but a lot of stuff you need the boomerang for, I bet you can actually do pretty well with the bow and arrow, I think, to a certain extent. I actually don't know, because you're not supposed to have the bow and arrow by that point. But I think Forbidden Woods might be an next one. The only issue is Forbidden Woods is really hard to get to, and I kind of don't want to go to Forbidden Woods unless I know we've got what we need to complete it, basically. Because, yeah, getting out there is, you got to do all that stuff with the wind and the gliding, and that is a real bugger. So maybe I might wait until we get another couple of keys for that. Oh, it's this freaky thing. Always spooked me. Yep. Still does as well. Ah! Get off me, you little shite. I'm just going to go up and do the Helmrock King for now, and then basically I'm going to explore this fortress a bit more when we've done him in. Because I think there are a couple more chests around. Hey, look, there's these guys who matter not now. Because remember being terrified of what I referred to as guard hogs the first time I played this game because I hated stealth, and as part of hating stealth, also sucked at it. I actually have to grapple this guy because we need those skull necklaces for your man. There we go. I guess the event with Ganon has already, in some way, the flag for that has already happened because the rich dude and the poor dude are like the other way around, and he's there for you to give skull necklaces to. So I'm assuming we won't get the cutscene with Ganon. I don't really know how proper cutscenes are going to work in this game, whether they've all been pulled out. Certainly the file is a fraction of the size it should be, which makes me think that shit has been pulled out of it. But I know it's partly just some of the later game cutscenes are massive, like when you're in Hyrule and stuff like that, so it may have just removed some of them. I should have gone up the tower there for the Helmrock King, but I'm going to the end here, so we'll see what's here. I can never remember my way around the Forsaken Fortress, so... Mother! Okay. Now let's get a thing off this dude, at least. You! Oh. Let me out! This isn't on. Oh! Well, he's gone to sleep forever. Oh, he dropped a bloody heart pendant. Oh, fuck it. Ugh, God, those things are horrifying. I hate them so much. Ah, there's a chest here. That's handy. That's real handy. Piece of heart. Yeah, no, I won't sniff at them, actually, because having hearts is just something I'm not naturally getting many hearts in this run, so look, there's an actual map on the wall. Right, I know the prison has at least one, possibly multiple, so let's try and find my way there. Well, there's a fiery mess going on here of some sort. Oh! Fighting multiple moblins is always a mess, because they just like do random shit to each other. I just want to try and grapple everything I can off them, because these are always useful, you know? Well, I'm nearly up to full rupees again, so it'll be time for an auction, whether I'm next back in Windfall, certainly, which I should do basically after this, but... I've been recording this for 3 hours. This is still the first recording session. I think after this session, perhaps, of this... let me know in the comments if people have enjoyed it and whatnot. But I think I will go back to Mass Effect for a bit as well. I'll just kind of alternate these two occasionally, just, you know, each one keeping the other from going stale. Unless this is super duper popular, which is, you know, always a chance. Wow. I don't think I've ever been in this room in my life. You know? Is this the room with the prison up above? What is up above this? Always interesting when you have a game you've played this much and like, this geometry is new to me. So much of this is the same as well. I guess you just never really work your way around this way. Right, there's a chest in there. I can see it. Can I remember for the damn life of me how to get in? Oh, there's just a switch. That's helpful. Clear some of these boxes out the way. And then there's the other prison cell upstairs, as in the one we get thrown into, which has a chest in it, I think, as well. C chart, always handy. See, I still need to get over the idea that C charts are crap, because I'm just like, ugh, C chart, that's no use to me. But I'm like, actually, it is. It's just delayed. Basically, a C chart is, you've still got an item, it's just later down the line, so it just kind of pushes it along by one, but with 50 of them, and I think there's 300 possible permutations on this version-ish that I'm playing, so it's like... 50 of them will be not real in a sense that they're just, they're a C charts that are deferred to later, but still could absolutely be useful. Get the fuck away from me. I'm completely surrounded. Deku Leaf now means I have options on outset as well. I can do the Great Fairy on outsets. And I still need to get my bloody javelin as well, don't I? Right, I wanted to make it through to that way, which is... yeah, I actually want to go back over there. I cannot believe that's the one part I think I needed the Deku Leaf, and your man was just there guarding it. That's incredible luck, is what that is. And I got the Skull Hammer when I was right next to the second fortress, and I was literally just about planning to enter it to fight Phantom Ganon anyway. Like, that's some mad RNG that's happened there. That's hilarious. There's another chest. Wonderful. Is that? Oh yeah, that's the other prison cell, so that's the one that's here. Can I just hover across to this as well? It kind of doesn't look like I can make that, but... Yeah, I remember that being a thing, because I think this has the dungeon map and the compass in, normally? Oh, 20 quid, great. Okay, let's go and fight the Helmrock King, then. Or at least get to that central pillar room and work our way up from there. Oh, we have got 20 skull necklaces now. Brilliant. Have to do that next time I'm in Windfall as well. Add it to the list. Brilliant. We're actually making some really good progress with this, and I think it is really nice how they've rigged this to never, to not be broken ever. I don't think I ever actually mentioned that, but But yeah, it's rigged so it can't... Something you need can't be trapped behind something you can't get yet. So it couldn't be like that the grappling hook is the prize you get for beating the boss of Dragon Roost or something like that. Like that's not possible. Which is a nice addition to it. That basically mean that you can't lock yourself into this game. I'm confused. There's an Octrok down there? Man, I'm learning so much about this game. Except the way to get up to the damn main tower bit. Is there a... Just need one of these rooms. There we go. This room's got ladders in it. Brilliant. Probably got Baheeps in it as well. Oh, no, it's got this freak. That was it. I knew there was some kind of curse to it, certainly. But yeah, so it's impossible for something to be... Or should be impossible for something to be locked behind something that you need to get it and have those, like, closed loops, so it should always be beatable. Obviously, there's nothing to say it wouldn't be incredibly beatable, that, like, there's no reason why you might even have to do dungeons. It might just be that the first series of treasures you take do kind of get you through everything you need. I mean, I've got a fair few... 4 Triforce shards, haven't I? And I've got the Earth God's Lyric as well, that'll be handy. No sign of any pearls, though, or Master Sword upgrades yet. I need to go back this way now. Ah, you, hello. I'll have a thing off you. There we go. Technically, these guys can just... Like, Forsaken Fortress is a really nice place for farming either of those, that you can farm Skull Necklace pieces... Well, Skull Necklaces, not Skull Necklace pieces, or Joy Pendants really nicely here, because it's one of very few places where you can just go between a room and a Bokoblin will just constantly spawn. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Why am I so stupid? Ah! That's irritating. I'm amused by the fact that they will try and like light you up with the lights here, but literally nothing happens from it. Unfortunately, this section, I think it's pretty hard. You can get shot quite easily on there, but obviously we can now just make it across it because we have the grappling hook, which we wouldn't necessarily have to have at this point. Right, let's go and save our sister, I suppose? Is even any of that cutscene going to play, or are we going to go straight into Helmrock King up the stairs? Let's find out. Yeah, straight into Helmrock King up the stairs. Oh, and he's creepy and pale, and I have to swim across here. All of this is creepy. What happens if you just swim in this room indefinitely and get to the top? I actually never really thought about that. I kind of hoped he might look a bit cooler than just a bit pale, but oh well. Here's the thing with random helmets, some you win, some you lose. You get weird, mouldy Phantom Ganon. Ooh, let's have this guy. That wasn't probably not a good move. Why did I bring him? Reflexive Deku Leaf, I suppose. Yeah, what's to stop you just doing that? I always thought falling off was bad at this point, but turns out it's actually probably not. Or at least not the game ending terrible I thought it was. Oh, of course, now I can't make it up there for now. This is all very strange. I feel like it's not supposed to be like this. He's not doing a great deal, actually. Creepy green eyes, though. I guess I'll just have to wait until this gets up to the right point. Well, it would of course be not within the spirit of this game if I did a boss fight in any remotely normal way either, would it be? Of course, it all has to be its own type of weird... Oh, that sounds like the Helmrock King's actually attacking me. Let's grapple him as well. I shouldn't be doing this. There we go. Because now's a really bad time to do it. Whoop. Just got off there in time. Yeah, because you can grapple on those things, as in like grappling hook and swing off them, but I feel like that's just a really bad move. I don't think I've ever needed to do that, nor seen the cause and the reason of which you would ever need to do that. I'm guessing there's another one here. Yep, let's grapple from him as well. I've nearly got, I think, enough. Let's check now. Now's a great chance to check. One more, and we're up to the total number I need for Miss Marie. So that'd be pretty cool. Right, let's crack this guy in the mouth then, and wallop. Cool. Right, and now we fight him again. It's quite funny. I was about to say, like, oh, at least we've got well, I'll end this session with us having got a boss down. It's like, while that feels like progress, it doesn't mean anything. Like, there's no real reason why beating this boss helps progression through this game in any meaningful way. Other than it gives me an item. I get one thing for doing this. It may trigger something, I don't know, because this is when we're supposed to like go to the Tower of the Gods after this, and the Tower of the Gods isn't there because I haven't raised it up with the pearls yet. So I haven't got any of the pearls. But at least we'll be going into the next session of this with me really knowing what we need. That we'll have some. That we've got various things we can do. We can get a lot of stuff on outset. We can get into the. We got some stuff to do in Windfall. We've got a lot of sea charts, which we can all just get because we've got the grappling hook. Getting the grappling hook is really handy actually, because if you haven't got the grappling hook, anytime you get a sea chart is just useless. At least with the grappling hook. Yeah, he did that fucking chicken walk. Chicken. Yeah, until you've got the grappling hook, sea charts are just useless treasures, whereas they become something once you get the grappling hook. Obviously, what I was talking about, like the game not preventing itself from basically from trapping you with this mod, is that therefore means that nothing that gets you the grappling hook through any series of events could be behind a sea chart. So you probably actually will tend because you can't get to the Forest Haven without the grappling hook. You can't get very far in Dragon Roost without it. I guess to a certain extent, the grappling hook will tend to come up relatively early on because there's just so many things that then require it that it's actually fairly early on in the dependency tree, if you will. Unfortunately, this is reminding me that in a lot of ways, Hammerrock King is not a great boss fight. Though it is funny when he does the chicken walk. But oh, don't just fuck off, you little shit. Ugh. Well, I guess I'll just go to the end of him, or at least breaking his face off. Hehe, chicken walk. Always find that very funny. There we go. Ah, no, you little shit. Oh, he's got yellow eyes. That's slightly creepy as well. He looks even more ridiculous with his helmet off. And, oh good, we got some direct second attack there. Oh nice, we actually completely one-cycled him in his second phase, which is not that common. It's kind of random how long he sticks there for. This seems quite cool, where he gets lit up by all the things and then for some reason blows up. Not clear entirely why that is, but hey, his heart container will be something useful. No, it'll be something. It won't be something useful. It could be something useful. It appears to be a skull necklace, which is a real piss take because I've just farmed like 20 of them down below. But at least we know we can cross it off the list. That's that, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's see if does anything happen when I try and go into Ganondorf's room, or does it, like, can I literally just not even do it? Because if so, we can end on this cutscene, because it'll be hilarious with Tiny Ganon. Nope, just brings me back down to the beginning of Forsaken Fortress. Cool. Clearly, cutscenes are not this game's thing. Probably because they rely on things that aren't loaded and stuff like that. So, I guess we will hold it there for this session. I'll edit this into some kind of thing, and then once we finish this, it'll be back to Mass Effect. You can get a bit of a chance to rest from Mass Effect for a bit. And me to rest from Mass Effect as well. It's a big, complex game. But yes, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this in the comments, and let me know how excited you are for me to continue. Thank you very much, and good day.